Tales from the Grey Side presents 13 Nights of Halloween. As the clock strikes midnight once more, here is your channel host, the Grey Man, with night 6 of my 13 Nights of Halloween tales. I've warned you before about ghosts, but they're not the only undead things to roam as Halloween draws near. Things rise from their dead slumber to walk the land. Are you prepared to be scared? Are you ready to feel a little unsteady? Are you expectified to be petrified? You should be, as here is a story for you, torn from the archaic blood-soaked pages of Curse of the Weird 4 from March 1994. A story named Zombie.
Modesty forbids us to say too much about this yarn. You all know that Menace has brought you the finest stories in comics. Well, you are now about to read a tale which is simply merely the greatest. Zombie, a tale of maddening menace. You stand motionless under the moon in the silent swamp. You haven't moved for days. Your mind is a blank, and your glassy eyes stare ahead unseeingly. You're a zombie. Suddenly, a familiar command registers in your dead brain. Just one word. Come! You turn slowly and begin to trudge towards the source of the unspoken command. You shuffle along in the loose, limp gait of the living dead, through the mud and muck and mire, through the ooze and filth and stench, until you reach the shack at the edge of the swamp. It's as dirty and damp as you are, and it's even older. You push the door open with long, numb fingers, and inside face the one who summoned you. He has been your master for as long as you can remember. He of no name. He with his devil dolls and his vile magic potions. He who has cast the black magic spell untold years ago, which brought you back from the dead and made you his slave. Sit. He gives you your orders, slowly, calmly, knowing you must obey. I'm broke. I need money again. Go into town. Steal some money for me. Go! You have no will, no mind of your own. You rise and shuffle out of the dirty hut. And once again you make your way through the foul swamp toward the town. The streets are ablaze with light, for it's fiesta time, and the people are celebrating the Mardi Gras. Every imaginable costume can be seen in the gay, noisy crowd. But the one that draws the most attention, look, isn't a costume at all. How did he ever do it? It's you. He'll win first prize, hands down. Silently you ease out of the crowd and steal away towards the dark, narrow side streets. You are neither happy nor sad for what you are about to do. You have no feeling at all. You are just a blindly obedient, hollow shell. The policeman's shots are in vain. A dead man cannot die, but you mustn't let yourself get caught. There isn't much time. Quickly you melt into the crowd. Stop! Stop or I'll shoot! Stop! Stop! And sometime later you find yourself back in the hut, facing a wrathful figure. You failed me! You came back empty-handed! The lash of the whip means nothing to you. You are past all pain, beyond all feeling. Finally the flogging stops. The fat arm drops the whip in exhaustion. I'm just wasting my time. The whip don't mean nothing to you. I've a good mind to get rid of you once and for all. All I gotta do is... No, I've got another idea. I've got another job for you to do. There's a purty little girl I want to marry up with, but she won't have me. You go to the little white cabin at the other end of the marsh, and you bring her to me. Once more you leave, some inner sense telling you that if you fail this mission, you'll be tortured by the magic of the devil doll. A torture like nothing on earth. You mustn't fail. You must get the girl. When you get her, I'll pretend I'm rescuing her from you. I'll save her and take her back home. She'll be grateful to me, and gratitude ain't far from love. The night has drawn even darker as you stalk toward the white cabin at the edge of the swamp. Suddenly its shape looms up ahead of you. You creep up to the front door and try the knob. It's locked. But locked doors mean nothing to you. You're in the shadows where she can't see you, but you can see her. Who's there? And suddenly something inside of you snaps. You can't move forward. You can't carry out your orders. All you can do is flee back into the murky evil night. The first time you failed, you couldn't help yourself. But this time there's no excuse. This time you'll be tortured for your failure. Well, you're back already, is the girl? You're alone. Why, you are... But before he can reach the devil doll, your hand slide around his throat. Ah! You can't! You have no will of your own! I'm your master! You... Ah! Tighter, tighter. This is insane. It's beyond all reason. No zombie can act without orders, and yet... It's done. Now there are 2 dead men in the hut. One on the floor, one standing. You leave the shanty and trudge slowly back into the dank, evil swamp. You stand motionless under the waning moon. Your mind is blank, and your glassy eyes stare unseeingly into the night. But you are free now, free to return to the everlasting peace of the grave. For the first time in history, a zombie has slain his master. For no matter how strong the power of black magic is, it's never as strong as the power of love. How could he possibly have expected you to kidnap the girl who had been your very own daughter?
Well, viewers, has that tale made your blood run like ice in your veins? No, you say? Perhaps you too are a zombie, already dead, or maybe you're a ghost. Why not have a feel for your pulse right now and check? I'll be back tomorrow night when the clock strikes 12 for another creepy comic book chronicle. If you're alive, or even if you're not, join me again, won't you? And remember, do have nightmares.